The best PC game controllers provide a great alternative to using a mouse and keyboard and are a perfect fit for those who recently switched from gaming on a console to playing on a PC. When most people hear PC gaming, they think of esports pros mashing their RGB mice and keyboards. But although some PC games work better with a mouse and keyboard combo, many of them, like racing titles, sandbox adventures, platformers, and arcade fighters, demand the best PC gaming controller you can find. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Number 5. Nacon Revolution 5 Pro. Best PC controller for longevity. The Nacon Revolution 5 Pro is the spiritual successor to the Nacon Revolution Unlimited, which was one of the best officially licensed Pro controllers for PS4. Equipped with Hall sensor sticks, it's the first controller on this list that's immune to stick drift issues. In its design, the Nacon Revolution 5 Pro feels very similar to the Nacon Revolution Unlimited. It's got the same broad shoulders and long grips, its face buttons are large, and the circle button spills over the right-hand side in the same way. The features list of the Revolution 5 Pro is as exhaustive as you'll find these days. Wired and wireless connectivity, an impressive 10-hour lifespan, companion PC software for fine-tuning, and even extensive audio settings and multi-point wireless connectivity. When it comes to competitive gaming, the Nacon Revolution 5 Pro is as close as it gets to the Victrix Pro BFG. Its larger size and increased heft might even make it more appealing to a lot of players. Annoyingly, looser stick tension and less ergonomic back buttons make it fall short for us. Either way, this is one of the best controllers we tested in 2023, and it felt just as at home in a first-person shooter as it did in a platformer or a third-person game. Being immune to stick drift would make this the best PC controller for longevity as it is, but the build quality here gives us so much confidence that this controller will last you a long way into the future. Additionally, there are some flaws, particularly if you use a wired headset plugged straight into the controller, as Nacon's noise-cancelling software means your microphone audio will be accompanied by a grating white noise. Number 4. Azeron Cyborg. The best alternative to a keyboard. For a lot of PC gamers, the need for a decent Pro controller comes from the fact they've never felt at home using the WASD inputs of a traditional gaming keyboard. If you also struggle to bring your fingers back to the home position. When you're using a keyboard, the Azeron Cyborg is designed for you. This is a fully customizable gaming keypad that's endlessly comfortable and utterly brilliant to use. Since it's vastly different from the shape of a gamepad and combines elements from a keyboard, it does take a lot of relearning and setting up. You rest your hand in this ergonomic robot claw with one hand and use a mouse with your other as you would normally. The thumbstick will give you familiar controller movement, but the nearly 30 other inputs that are all a finger's twitch away are up to you. Create personalized input maps based on what works for you and your brain. Change them on the fly with brilliant companion software, and soon you'll be playing games like never before. The best part is it's so adjustable to your hand shape and what's comfortable for you. All of the finger towers have multiple joints that you can bring closer or further away. You can change their angles, the heights they sit at, and their distance from one another. This is a customizable controller at its absolute best, and you even get to choose different colors as well. If you want to keep up with the functionality of a keyboard, but want the best parts of a gamepad, don't miss the Azeron Cyborg. Number 3. Xbox Wireless Controller. Best basic PC controller for most people, it should be of little surprise to anyone that the latest revision of the Xbox gamepad lands so high on our list for its performance and comfortable feel. Couple that with the fact that it works natively on PC. Just plug it in or link up via Bluetooth, and it's ready to go with no further messing around. The new additions this time around, though distinctively minor, are the inclusions of USB-C charging, much faster than micro USB if you use a rechargeable pack at least, as well as the hybrid D-pad, which takes its cues from another much more expensive Xbox model that we'll get to later. There's also a share button, as was found on the DualShock 4, which does exactly the same thing. Create and share photos and video clips to upload to social media, something which offers limited functionality for use on PC. There's a reason why not much has changed in 8 years when the Xbox One controller launched, and it's because it was already damn near perfect. If you want to go even further back, It's only really been iterative since the Xbox 360's gamepad back in 2005, because it all just works exceedingly well and continues to be the go-to pad for PC, balancing performance and value. Number 2. GameSir T4 Kaleid Best Budget Controller. A transparent controller design isn't seen all too often these days, especially among the best Nintendo Switch controllers. The GameSir T4 Kaleid is the latest multi-platform controller from GameSir, and it's available for use on PC, Android TV, and Nintendo Switch. It asks an important question: how expensive should a Pro controller be in this day and age? Despite the number of features on offer here, it might be one of the cheapest controllers worth buying right now. Somewhat most notably, the offset or asymmetrical sticks are Hall sensor ones, meaning you won't encounter stick drift with this controller, despite it being much cheaper than a lot of the alternatives. On the textured grips of the T4 Kaleid, you'll find 2 back buttons. These are excellently placed where my middle fingers wrap around the controller and take absolutely no displacement of my hands to use. If you're a PC player looking for a semi-decent controller to use in third-person games, shopping can be tough. You want a cheaper brand, but you want quality, and you want something that will last you. The T4 Kaleid is that controller, and its price is insanely affordable in the current market. Number 1. Victrix Pro BFG Wireless Controller. Best PC controller overall. Are you tired of hearing that folks who use a controller can't keep up with the raw power of a mouse and keyboard? Because with the Victrix Pro BFG in your hands, that might not be so plain and simple anymore. This controller is designed with elite performance in mind, and thanks to its amazing modular design, you can tailor it to your exact preferences thanks to the suite of attachments that come in the case. Among them are a taller analog stick for precision aiming, multiple D-pad choices, stick gates, and a fight pad module that gives you 6 face buttons. Like the Thrustmaster eSwap X Pro, the modules can also be flipped around so the sticks are symmetrical. Besides being comically stripped back, the controller feels pretty lightweight in the hands and has absolutely no rumble or haptic feedback. This is a controller that's bred for getting the best performances out of you in whatever game you play. It has 4 back buttons that are as comfortable as they are useful, as well as a clever tournament lock mode that stops you from pressing the system buttons during competition, which could result in disqualification. During tests, there wasn't a single game we could throw it at and not have a good time with. Although it's got official PlayStation licensing, it works for PC as well. In terms of value for money, this is absolutely one of the best controllers to hit the shelves in recent years, especially when you consider that it's cheaper than its competition in the PS5 controller arena.